Floyd here. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about essential oils. And we all know that essential oils are the nectar of plants grown on this planet. And the only way you're going to get the best quality oil is to select these products from around the world where they grow naturally. These plants need to grow in their own environment where they can get the molecules and so forth to make that nectar to be basically it's just to protect the plant. So we're kind of stealing Mother Nature's nectars from all these plants, but that's what we do. That's where we get our nutrition and eating the plants and so forth. But we've discovered that, well, we haven't necessarily discovered, it's been known for ages. You used to have grave robbers from Egypt that would go in, and rather than steal the gold and silver, they would take the essential oils, because the essential oils were giving them life, was giving them some way to fight off whatever was bothering them, and what were gold and silver was just a shiny piece of metal. So they'd go after these pharaohs and so forth that would have their precious metals as well as their precious essential oils buried with them in their tombs. Kind of crazy, isn't it? But it's really true. This stuff works, and it always has worked. And it's all of our medications usually have one or two components in there that's plant-based. Then they add all these fillers and man-made BS and use oil to make all this pharmaceutical stuff, when in actuality you can just get the essential oils and get the proper uses down, and you're going to be set. Now, the price for these, they are expensive. It takes bushels and bushels of these plants in order to make one of these little bottles of oil. You go to a store and buy something like this off the shelf, it's going to be cut. There's going to be fillers in it. It's not going to smell the same. You're not going to get the same results. That's why this is expensive. Well, you're also going to need to know how to use it. And they have several books that tell you everything you want to know and all the different problems that you may have, whether you've got a burn, a cold, sniffles, allergies, all of this stuff. These books will show you how to use this stuff. They're full of it. They've got turmeric. They've got something to sincerity to help you sleep, something for your muscles, and all of this stuff is made with plant-based nectar. That's the prize. That's the big deal. It's got to be potent from the plant in its original form. Let's look at roses. You smell a rose, probably don't smell a rose these days because they're forced to grow in greenhouses and warehouses, and they're forced to grow in different colors. Anytime you force something, it's not going to have some of the nectar. That nectar can be exposed by just simply smelling the rose. If there's no scent there, that rose has been forced into forced labor, if you will. It's just been forced out into the marketplace, and it has no oil value. It also doesn't have any value for you other than it's pretty. You don't get the smell. That's just part of what happens when you dilute a plant down and force it to grow. I don't know that, I guess you could call it bioengineering. If it's forced to grow, it's not going to have the same conclusion at harvest. It's not going to be there. So I just invite you to go to my site and just shop around. A lot of times you can join for free, but because that's not what they're after. They're not after you giving them a donation for joining their organization. They want you to use the product. They want you to get results out of using that product and share it with others. And a lot of people are making a little extra money when they do that. Share it with your kids. This is something you can be proud of. You don't have to sell and hide. You know, like a used car salesman. I know we always beat up on them, but you drive off and you turn around and look, and that guy's gone. Well, you don't have to do that with this. You can be proud of this product and proud of your business because you'll have customers for life. People are going to come back to what works. Just to save a buck here and there and not get any results, they're not going to play that game very long at all. So, anyways, please join my network. Take a look at it and see what you think. Maybe you want to get started in the great market of sharing essential oils to all your friends and family. Thanks a lot.